Hello.
Hey, thank you.
Hey, how are you doing?
Good. So you left the
Getting your miles
church and
in?
started. Yeah, a little bit. I slowed it down where I could hear you.
I like running too, except for the part that's running.
Yeah. Well, I don't really run much. I just kind of walk and jog.
Yeah. No, walking's better for you, anyways.
You ever heard of John Shannon?
No, but yeah, I'm from. I grew up in the Church of Christ. Christian church, Church of Christ. I went back and forth. Originally, I was baptized in both. Originally, I was a part of the Christian church, which was exactly identical, except we had a piano. And then across the other side of town, there was a building that just said Church of Christ, and they believed literally everything we did, except they didn't have a piano. And see, I got baptized there as well. And the problem is that you have the same church, that claims something like dogma on something like music, instrumental worship. You guys dogmatize music, like liturgy, practice on how you worship. And I mean, how can you claim to be the Church of Christ when you guys can't even agree on mechanical instruments? Because forget the term Christian church, there's churches of Christ up north that do use mechanical instruments. There are churches of Christ that put Church of Christ on a building that handle snakes. So I mean, how can you, with all that disunity, how can you claim to be the true Church of Christ? Because go ahead. Sorry.
Well, that argument actually shows that we are the Church of Christ. Because have you read 1 Corinthians chapter 1? Do you remember what it says? He says, "For it hath been declared unto me of you, my brethren, by them which are at the house of Chloe, that there are contentions among you." So did the early church have contentions?
Just a second. I was responding to that guy's comment, but then I'm going to respond to you. He said that the Catholics did not have mechanical instruments until the 10th century. It's an addition. It doesn't matter. Music is liturgy. Liturgy is practice. It's not dogma. What's dogma? What matters is baptism is required for salvation. You must be baptized. Communion is required for a Christian. Music, how you worship, is not dogma. That's liturgy. That's practice. That is subject to change. That's subject to change over time.
Okay, you said communions. It's required.
Yes.
Okay. Can I take and eat pizza and pizza rolls and donuts on the communion?
Well, what? Like, I guess I'm confused what you're getting at.
Okay.
Are you saying changing communion from bread, unleavened bread? No.
So you answered no. Then I can't eat pizza and hot dogs or whatever, right?
Yeah, but again, music is not worship.
There's different types of music, just like there's different types of food. Is unleavened bread and a hot dog food?
Yeah, they are.
It is, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yeah. So it's still the same nature, but it's a different type of food. So therefore, the types do matter. Just like there's a cappella music and there's instrumental music. Those are two different types, but the same nature. They're both music, but they're different types of music.
You understand that we do it either way, right? Like we do it either way. It's still singing. Like if somebody's not there to play music, we just sing a cappella. Again, music is liturgy, which is practice. Practice is not dogma.
Okay, I think also with this discussion,
no. Like what I'm trying to I guess I'm not trying to preach because I know you don't like preaching. I don't like people coming in my lives and preach either. I'm just trying to explain the difference between liturgy and dogma. So, I mean, would you agree?
What's doctrine? No, I don't use that terminology. Liturgy.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Somebody called me. I didn't hear what you said.
Oh. I said I don't really use that terminology, liturgy and dogma.
Okay, instead of saying dogma and liturgy, just say doctrine.
Can I tell you what I do use, though? Yeah, doctrine.
Yeah.
Okay. So in 2 John, verse 9, it says, whoever transgressed and abideth not in the doctrine, that's teaching, has not God. So in the doctrine, does it say to sing? Yes. Does it say to sing and play? No. All right. But even with this subject, sir, you're putting the cart way before the horse, because I wouldn't expect you to understand this position because you're following the Pope. You think the Pope is authoritative, right?
Yeah, because before the book of John was even written, or not the book of John, but the book of Revelation, when John was still alive in 86 AD, the Corinthian church was appealing to the Church of Rome when they had disputes and issues, because Rome holds the keys, the chair of Peter.
Where does it say that in the Bible?
That Matthew 16, 18 through 19, where Peter was given the keys.
Okay,
You understand, Peter means Petros, means rock, correct? He literally looked at this man named Simon and changed his name to Rock.
No, you're misunderstanding Peter and Rock. Okay?
No, it's not.
Rock. Who is the Rock?
Peter means rock. Jesus Christ
it doesn't. It means pebble.
No, that's a debunked argument. That's Aramaic doesn't have that problem. That's a Greek problem. Jesus wasn't speaking Greek whenever he said that. He was speaking Aramaic. Now, if he was speaking Greek, you could make that argument. Yes, Petros, pebble, rock.
It don't matter. It's recorded. Yeah, I got off the app to look up the Greek word for that.
No, it's okay. I thought something happened.
Yeah.
No. Like my grandmother, who is, a part of the whole restorationist movement stuff, that she tried to have me come and read this commentary on the book of Acts. And one of the sections in it was making that same argument you're making. The problem is in Greek, because I guess you're familiar with Greek. Greek has the word love. So they got Petros and Petros for rock, but one means pebble and one means big rock. In Aramaic, it's not like that.
And Jesus is the rock.
So if you're trying to determine the person who recorded that in Matthew, whether he meant rock or pebble, you have to go back and remember the context that it was recorded in originally, which was Aramaic. So since Aramaic doesn't have that problem, it's safe to know that he means rock. It's the same thing. Isaiah 22:22.
That's silly.
Do you know Isaiah 22:22?
No, what is it?
Okay. Before I read that, would you agree as a Church of Christ member that Jesus did not abolish the Old Testament? He fulfilled it. Yes or no?
Yeah, he filled it up, and that means he fulfilled its purpose. He fulfilled the prophecies, and it was nailed to the cross. It's no longer in effect.
So since you are, I agree. I'm not like one of those people that say we still go by the old law.
But you still don't even follow Peter. You're saying, well, Peter is the first pope.
Well, I'm just trying to show you.
Okay.
I'm just trying to. You understand? Just because the word pope in there doesn't make a difference, right? Just like purgatory is not in the Bible. You're looking for Greek words in the English Bible. So here, I'm going to show you Isaiah 22:22 because Jesus fulfilled the old covenant with the new. You're on a treadmill getting them miles in, so I'm going to read this for you so you don't have to stop doing what you're doing. Are you from the South?
Yeah.
I'm from Kentucky.
Yeah, I'm in Tennessee. I'm about 45 minutes from the Kentucky line, 30 minutes.
Yeah, my boss, I just got a job with an electrical contractor. We do like lineman work and stuff. While I'm looking this up, I'm telling you. They're based out of Springfield. I had to go all the way down there to do my paperwork and stuff. They're from Kentucky, but they moved to Tennessee to get rid of that, get out of that state income tax thing. I like that about Tennessee. But I'm not exempt from it, unfortunately, because I live here. Let's see. But yeah, Isaiah 22:22 through 23. And then I'm going to read Matthew, and then I'll ask you to tell me what you think about it. And then and tell me why I'm wrong. Let's see. So because Jesus fulfilled the old covenant, it's a continuation with the chair of Moses. It says here in Isaiah 22:22, I will place on his shoulder the key of the house of David. He shall open and none shall shut, and he shall shut and none shall open. If I go on to verse 23, I can't do it because my internet's being slow. So
well, why don't you read 20? Because that's who it's talking about. You're trying to use something in the Old Testament.
No, I'm not trying to take anything out of context. I'll read whatever you want. So if I go to
read verse 20.
Read verse 20?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Well, how about I just go 20 to 23 then?
Okay.
All right. I'm not trying to misrepresent or anything, so let's do that. I apologize. My internet's been real slow. I can just look it up. I can't look it up in my Bible because my Bible in front of me is a New Testament only Bible. So in Isaiah chapter 22, verses 20 through 23, on that day I will call my servant Eliakim, the son of Hilkiah, and I will clothe him with your robe, and you will bind your sash on him, and will commit your authority to his hand. So right there, we're talking about authority. And he shall be a father.
We're talking about the son of who, though?
Huh?
We're talking about the son of who?
The son of Hilkiah.
Yeah, you're saying, is that Jesus?
No. I'm not saying that's Jesus.
Okay. Sorry.
I'm talking about what I'm talking about is the fulfillment of covenant and how that authority structure that you deny is there from the beginning, from the time of Moses all the way up to Pope Francis. There is a authority structure in God's covenant. There has always been one man. It wasn't some random autonomy. It was Jesus, God, has always had a physical, visible, ecclesiastical, hierarchical, authoritative structure. He's based off a kingdom. So anyways, and I will place on his shoulder the key of the house of David, and he shall open and none shall shut, and he shall shut and none shall open. And I will fasten him like a peg in a secure place, and he will become a throne of honor to his father's house. Then I go to the new covenant, Matthew 16:18. I tell you, you are Peter, and on this rock I will build my church, and the gates of hell shall not prevail against it. Meaning, it will never be corrupted. It would never fall away. No need for reform or restoration. I will give you, it will be loyal to her husband's teachings till he returns. I will give you the keys to the kingdom of heaven. Whatever you bind on earth shall be bound in heaven, and whatever you loose on earth shall be loosed in heaven. So what do you see? That's authority being transferred.
Let me ask you a question. So you don't think there was ever a great falling away?
No, I'm saying that Christ's church has always been. It's been here from the beginning.
No, I didn't ask that. I said Paul says there's going to be a great falling away. You don't believe what Paul said that.
When did this happen?
It happened shortly right after the first century.
No, Christ's church failed right off the bat.
Did I say, okay, I guess Paul lied.
No, I think you're just misunderstanding Paul because I don't believe in the great apostasy. That's a Mormon heresy. Are you a Mormon, sir? Mormons ain't even Christian. So, I mean, are you going to go along with them with apostasy?
I don't know. I might have to call the Pope, see what you believe. Wouldn't get nowhere with him. He don't believe Paul, and he don't believe Jesus is the head. He believes the Pope is the head. And he's just a brainwashed Catholic that wants to follow the catechism, and I've debated one on my YouTube channel. So, he can have a good evening because he's going to deny the scriptures. And he was a little preachy, couldn't get any much words in. Yeah, Charles, yeah. He come up with some kind of silly argument. Matthew 16:18 wasn't in Koine Greek that Matthew wrote down for us. It was in Aramaic. And so Peter don't mean small pebble. And he don't even follow Peter. That's what I was trying to get on. He don't even follow Peter. Peter said, repent, be baptized. And he says, now the new Pope says, you don't even have to believe and be baptized. Actually, they don't even say that. They say you don't even have to believe and you can be sprinkled. So if you're at least going to claim you're going to be the church of the Bible, why don't you follow the Bible?